Hi everybody, here we are on our live stream for the Healers Forum on Monday, and it looks like I've got nothing on, but actually I'm all dressed up and ready to go out, so I'm just hopping on the live stream before I do that, and I'm just showing you I do actually have clothes on. I have a dress on, and I'm getting ready to go out for the evening. So before I do that, I've been thinking about perfection. Hi Amanda, really nice to see you. Everybody else that's coming on, do comment as we go, and when I get to the end of the live stream I will do my best to answer everybody individually. If I don't get to do it this evening, it's because Stuart, my other half, has been away. He's been on holiday with his kids camping, and he's back today after nearly 2 weeks, so we're going out, and I'm all ready to go, so that's why I'm looking a little bit more polished than normal. Anyway, so let's go back to perfection and what it means and how it holds us back. So the first thing I want to say is that our own individual perception of everything is just that, is individual and unique to us. And it is the way we shape our own world, and it's based on our own experiences and our own world map of everything that we have gone through in our lives. Now, perception of perfection, again, is a unique thing, and it's based on our own experience. It's also a really good way to self-sabotage yourself. Because perfection is unachievable, you know. So if we set ourselves a goal of our perception of something perfect and strive towards it, we're setting ourselves up for failure. We're actually setting ourselves up to prove to ourselves that we're not good enough to achieve this perfect state. When I was married many years ago, it's been 11 years since I was married, I was a perfectionist, absolutely, through and through, without a doubt. My house was gorgeous. Everything was away, everything had its place. Even the towels in the bathroom were folded. My son looked lovely all of the time. I was always dressed in the best clothes, as was my husband. Yet behind those brittle facades, what was going on was far from perfect. But our perception, our need to look as though everything was polished and everything was just so, was a disguise. So just check in now. What do you perceive perfection to be, and why do you want to be perfect? What does it mean to you? I mean, can you even describe it? I bet you can't, because have you ever actually achieved your probably very high standards of what's perfect? If you've never achieved it, you'll never know what it feels like. So I'll tell you what the need to be perfect is. It's a way to be unkind to yourself. It's a way to avoid your own beauty. It's a way to avoid your huge power, your potential. It's a way to avoid yourself. Now, perfection is a human constraint and a human boundary, and it keeps us small. Now, the way I've come to think about that is that the universe, mathematically, isn't perfect. It's based on a Fibonacci sequence and pi. Now, when these numbers all come together mathematically, they're often 0.24444 or 0.98123 after the main number. Therefore, nothing ever is rounded, nothing ever is whole. And I was thinking why this was. It's because in all those tiny little numbers at the past the decimal point, there's masses of possibility. There's masses of ways that the universe can shape itself around to bring us consciousness to expand for us. But if the numbers stopped just at that perfect end of the number without the decimal point, perfect, where would those possibilities be? They wouldn't be there, would they? Now, perfect is a word that describes a state, as I said earlier, that none of us have actually ever experienced. Or have we? And this again is where I've come to, is that perhaps every single moment of our existence is perfect in all of its messiness, in all of its joy, in all of its struggle. Perhaps these things are just perfect. There's a song by John Legend that I love very much. It's called All of Me, and there's a couple of lines in that song where I think he is quite, I don't know, he's a genius with what he's talking about. He talks about perfect imperfections. Now, perhaps our lives and the universe are that, and in our struggles and we're back. In our struggles and in our joys, we actually achieve perfection, but behind our own perception, because our perception makes it to be just so, yet it isn't that. We're working with the flow of the universe. The other thing that he says, that John Legend says in this song, is that when I lose, I'm winning. So when we stumble, when we fall, when we don't achieve perfection, we're actually winning. We're not failing. Failure is a chance to learn something. Failure is a chance to mould ourselves into something new that we hadn't expected. So, as I said at the beginning, the universe is made of the Fibonacci numbers and pi, basically. I mean, I'm not a physicist, but these are the numbers that everything entwines, and there's spirals in them all. And they're not perfect. They go past the decimal point. There's edges that they can't find. And that's what we are. You know, we are this perfect imperfection. And when we lose, we are winning. So perhaps actually it is just in our existence that we're perfect. Stumble or fall, whether we perceive ourselves to win or lose. We're existing and we're expanding our consciousness individually and as a whole for the whole universe. And this, for me, is just really the most important thing, and it is in its own right, if you want to give it a word, perfection. So that you choose to come here and experience all of the boundaries that we put around ourselves, all of the struggles that we find ourselves navigating and the challenges that come up to make us grow, means that we are on a huge learning path of experience. No one can ever experience what you are experiencing now. You are so perfect and so unique that your thoughts, the way you taste something, the way you love, the way you hear a word, the way you interpret a word, is just particularly unique to you. Yet it's part of this whole consciousness. Now, I think that that's perfect. Again, this is my perception, but it excites me. It's way past my own feeling of, okay, let's put everything in a box and make it all shiny and make it look great and hide what's going on behind you. So I wanted to get on today and talk to you about your own perception of perfection. That's a bit of an alliteration there. So why don't you go away and have a think about it? See if it is keeping you from achieving all sorts of things that may be out of your reach because you have set an expectation and you're not going forwards until you've reached that place that's perfect for you. I say get rid of those illusions of your idea of perfection. Know that they're illusions. They are just set up by your own unconscious to stop you going to a place that is perhaps difficult. But remember what John Legend said in that song, All of Me. When you lose, you're winning. Now hold that to your heart and go away and have a think about what I've been saying here. and see if it resonates with you. Come and comment on the thread. I will be coming back and forwards in the next couple of days and answering all of your questions, whatever they are, giving insight from your guides and sending healing if it's appropriate. So listen to this again. There's a lot of information in here and a lot of passion from me for this particular theme, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I will be back on Wednesday at some point. I'm not sure exactly what time yet. I'll have to see my schedule. And I will be offering a super healing thread, a just general healing thread. I'm not sure who I'm going to be channeling yet. I'm going to be having a sit with that tomorrow and see who comes through. I will answer everybody on the thread by post because my glasses are fading. Can you believe that? And I can't actually read them at the moment, even though I've got my glasses on. So I'm going to go out for the evening, and I'll be hopping back in and seeing what comes up for you. Thanks for listening, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.